Hey everyone, it's been a while. I've been busy 420ing and just expressing myself a lot in real life, which has been exciting and new to me. Yeah, it's been really great, so I'm just doing my usual routine.
I don't do a lot of abstract art. In fact, I really kind of dislike it a lot. It's not my forte, so I really thought it would be interesting to do something that kind of looked like a person.
You can do better than that. You can do better than that.
Cleopatra may be the queen of the Nile, but today I'm the queen. You're Mark Anthony. Break the news to her that you're leaving her for me. Be prepared. She's not someone who takes no for an answer.
Hey, are you slabs of meat ready to be cooked and eaten? Yeah! Bring out the food! She is a 19-year-old college student from Fort Worth, Texas, who says she knows how to work a crowd. She's a 20-year-old college student from Venezuela who dances salsa to attract attention. She says she's looking for a beach guy with rhythm.
She's a 21-year-old photographer who describes herself as easygoing and down-to-earth. She says that her perfect mate will have a big nose, great armpits, and love her 3 dogs.
Do you recall a particular image of me, say, wearing a beret? Now, I admit I made mistakes, especially wearing that beret. I was branded as a tramp, tart, slut, whore, bimbo. And I get it. It was easy to forget that that woman was dimensional. I was seen by many, but actually known by few.
You know, when you're a little kid, they always tell you the boogeyman's gonna get you, and you're supposed to be scared. I always had a fantasy or a dream that the boogeyman came, and he's like riding on this black stallion, and he comes to my window, and he comes to get me, and I jump on the horse with him, and I wrap my arms around his waist, and I get up under his cape, and we fly away. As a man, he made me feel like a woman. I had been very nervous. How would we get along? How would we really feel together? And we just slid into each other so naturally. And we would be talking about the things that were going on, like his confessions. And one of us would be looking at the other, talking, and the other one was talking away, and the other one would just go, I love you, I love you. Danny and I are both very emotional, very volatile, very creative, and the more I have known Danny, the more it has brought out the Danny side of me.
Yeah, I mean, I like that you went a different direction than what you normally do, but I think that the face looks like you, and I think that you do a lot of art that's focused on yourself because you kind of work from your own body, and I don't know if you meant to do that.
You can do better than that. That is lame. You can do better than that.
It's high time now, just one crack at life. Who wants to live it in trouble and strife? My mind must be free to learn all I can about me. I'm gonna love me for the rest of my days. Encourage the babies every time they say self-preservation is what's really going on today. Hunger
Okay. And it's got to come down a whole bunch, and I can step away, and maybe I should go put some kitchen clothing on, but right now, no, I'm not gonna. Right now, oh, I've got a cute... And I am not going to make anything and not film it ever again. Now, which brings up the real issue. And the real issue is traveling. Yes, it's real. Living out of a couple of pots versus the ones that you know and love in your kitchen. Yes, it's real. Backs going out is more than real. I spoke too soon. However, last night I was going out and I had high heels on. Again, not for 18 hours, but I had high heels on. And I was bending over a box of memories, and I didn't feel anything. I felt this tightness, this band. I felt a band, very low back. You know what I'm talking about. Hundreds and thousands and millions of people know what I'm talking about. Certainly women, low back, hold babies on hip, grocery bag, carrying, upper body, carrying. Hips, birth, babies, you know what I'm talking about. 50. In the meantime, I'm not stopping. My right leg is going numb as we speak. So I spoke too soon about my back, and I'm icing, and I am really crazy nuts because I'm training, and I tried it, I'm telling you. And I have, but I'm still doing it by eating really well, and I actually feel really good.
You can do better than that. You can do better than that. You can do better than that. You can do better than that.
I am here today because I want people to know.
This is about men, how we touch ourselves, and what is erotically possible for us.
No. You know, no. What you see is what you get. I'm not an actress. I'm heartbroken.
They like to come out for a holiday in the country when I like to have a holiday in the town.
It happened recently, you guys. Oh my god. I'm laying in bed all day for a week, only getting up for ice cream and water, as you do, and I have news, it's real. My heart hurts. It hurts right here. This part of my body is in pain. Like, they didn't just choose this internal organ for the Valentine's Day cards at random.
If you're not a tacky douchebag, you're not ever going to break up with your girlfriend via text. Don't feel like, oh my god, met someone new, we are over, TTYL, bye forever, lol. So texting or tweeting or Facebooking or Tumbling or whatever social media platform you decide to use is probably one of the most laziest form of communication possible. And it doesn't really matter whether or not you've been dating for 2 weeks or for 2 years. The person that you're breaking up with deserves your respect. And I have been broken up with over text, and it does not feel good. Not cool.
Don't do that shit.
Another popular way in which people decide to break up is the breaker-upper decides to stop talking to their psycho altogether. Completely. Just drop off the face of the earth like it's no big deal. What is that? I don't know. We are not first-class champion assholes. We don't pull that shit. I feel like a lot of people take this route because they don't want to deal with the situation. They don't want to deal with breaking a heart, or they just don't want to deal with it because they're too stressed. They don't want to deal with it because they've got a bunch of things going on in their life and they just pussy out. And what seems best for them is to just run away from the situation. It's a pretty terrible way to break up with someone, but it happens all the time. But honestly, life is tough. Life is really tough. You can't just run away from your chemistry exam. You can't just run away from paying your bills. You gotta do the hard things in life. You can't just be a bitch about it. If you want to break up with your girlfriend properly, as hard as it may be, it should be face to face. Pick an appropriate time and an appropriate place. Be prepared to answer all of their questions and to give them closure. It's actually really simple, and I feel like people make breakups harder than they need to be. If you're honest about your feelings and gentle with theirs, it'll make it easier on both of you. Just don't break up with them over text.
Personally, I did not feel like a woman. It's beautiful on some people, but you know, I like to be curvy. I think it's beautiful. I think men like curves, and it's okay, and don't freak out.
Speaking of men.
Yes.
Did you get to the part on here where it says that science doesn't prove anything? And it's really interesting when you look at it that way.
It is.
You got sadness in your body and you just walk around with it. Like even when you're laughing, you're still sad. I could be crying laughing. I could win a competition. I could win a contest to get a 45-minute dance session with John Travolta. It's my dream. I'm having the time of my life. We're looking each other in the eyes. We're exchanging shimmies. And my body would still mostly feel like it was sinking into the ground and I was about to become a puddle of misery. That shit is hard when you're just in bed, like making noises like, and you're just like, I guess this is as sad as a person gets. I guess I got to the bottom. That's an accomplishment. And people are like, you're gonna move on. You'll get over this. You'll get past this. And you're like, when? A week? A month? Because honestly, like 5 more minutes with this feeling does not feel worth 70 years without it. Like, what am I gonna do with my life anyway? Get a job? Eat more food? This is stupid. It's pointless. And obviously, I don't feel like that right now. Like, I'm not that down at the moment. I'm getting over it. Obviously, I have an erection. Or you guys can't see it, but here. I have an erection. My butthole's name is Jonathan. My butthole's name is Jonathan, and he's a Capricorn. We all know relationships are the weirdest thing in the universe besides placentas. Like, you meet someone, you're like, oh my god, you're the greatest person in the entire world, and you're touching me. And we might be able to squeeze in 30 seconds in the hallway across from the bathroom, but I'm not sure. If not, we can pretend that I walked home, I'll wait outside for you, you'll pretend to take out the trash, we'll make out against the trash can. Okay, we're in public now, what do? We're at the carnival. We can go the PDA route, but then I can't touch your butt. You can ask your mom for the car keys, tell her we're going to get your jacket, but really have a nice backseat dry hump sesh. If not, I think I saw some secluded bushes. That could work for the time being. You're so excited about each other's bodies, and you're such big fans of each other's genitalia, and you're like, oh my god, your boobs are great, and the penis is so much fun. It's like, you're touching my penis, let's take out my penis again. She's excited about your penis. And people are like, you look so happy with her. You look so happy with him. And you're like, I am! Oh my god, you're right, this is bliss. And then a year goes by, something happens, and it hurts to look at a picture of them. Like, it makes you sad for the day to see a photograph of them. And it's like, how did we get here from all that? And by the way, I know that Shakespeare wrote about all of this 400 years ago. I know I'm not covering any new ground.
I'd rather have lots of breast milk than a million melons. Better than anything in the world. Better than mango.
What I know about anal sex is this. The person who wants it will be in charge. If you're going to do internal massage and you're concerned about shit or feces, depending upon how you want to name it, you have to get one of these. It isn't so much a matter of putting a finger into an anus, it's a matter of putting the anus on the finger. What happens is the anus goes and pushes out a little bit. Once the finger's inside and you sweep around that curve, stay with that sensation.
I recommend clenching your asshole in rhythm with your breathing. Now, what results can you expect from anal breathing? Well, less tension in the asshole. You do 100 anal breaths a day, you will start to let go of anal tension.
Take control.
to meet you. I is what I is, and I'm not changing. Thank you for having me, Matt. It means a lot to me, and it feels so strange to come to this wonderful, happy place. And I am so very thankful.
Wonderful. Let's end it on that.
Bring